Jimmy Garoppolo, what he's doing right now is playing the most conservative style of quarterback in the league. I mean, the only one who's more conservative than him right now is like Mac Jones. And it's just 4-yard pass after 4-yard pass after 4-yard pass with like a 14-yard pass over the middle sprinkled in. That's the whole thing. And that's okay. The Niners are currently ranked 18th in yards right now, but they're 2-0. And every once in a while, they lead these long, really long drives that are very impressive. You can't do it that many times a game. You maybe do it 2-3 times a game. You're never going to lead 5 16-play drives. You can't. You just commit too many mistakes, penalty sacks, things like that, turnovers. But they do it sometimes. Thing is, it's not enough of an offense. You need more. It's enough when you go against freaking, Jared Goff, who does the same thing, or Jalen Hurts, who does the same thing, plus scrambling. Those are all a bunch of dinkers and dunkers. But now you got Aaron Rodgers, not a dinker nor a dunker. Then you got Russell Wilson. He throws further downfield than anyone in the league. Then you got Kyler Murray. He can dink and dunk. That's a lot of their system, but then he throws downfield too. So I just think that at some point you're going to need more like a longer, the vertical game in the passing. I'm not talking about the running game, the passing game, going down the field. I don't think you can be this constricted. You can say, well, Tom Brady throws a lot of short passes. Tom Brady takes shots too. I don't think you can win a Super Bowl just dinking and dunking. I mean, Drew Brees did once, but really spent the rest of his career racking up real nice numbers and not winning in the playoffs. You got to go down the field sometimes. And Jimmy's not going to do that this year. He can't. He won't. It looked bad in training camp. He tried. It's not going to happen. He's going to live right where he is. He had that one nice, lucky long throw to Debo that was way underthrown against a bad cornerback, and Debo made a play. He's not going to do that against a good corner. And that's not going to work out that well every time. So I think the Niners are going to start losing games they should win if they don't bring in Trey Lance. And they don't have to play him the whole game. They don't have to bench Jimmy. They can play Trey Lance for just a few plays. But I think it's the trump card. It's the ace up their sleeve. I mean, the play action bomb. No one's expecting it. If you bring Trey Lance in the game on 2nd and 5, and everyone's going to think that he's in there to run a zone read. As soon as it's play action and you're taking a shot down the field, the guy will be wide open. If it's Trent Sherfield, Brandon Ayuk, he'll be wide open. And that's as long as Lance doesn't just flat out miss a wide open receiver, it's probably going to be a touchdown. So when do you want this free touchdown, Kyle? You haven't used it yet. You got a free touchdown waiting for you. I would have used it week 1 against the Lions, ended that game in the 3rd quarter, gotten Jason Verrett out of there, and lived to fight another day. You didn't do that. You grinded that game out until the very last seconds with consequences. But okay, you have the element of surprise. You didn't use it week 2. That game went down to the wire. You lost all your running backs. When are you going to use it? I think week 3 I don't care what Jimmy says. Okay, if Jimmy objects, then you don't put it in the first, you don't put it in the script. Let him do the best he can, throwing 6-yard passes against Aaron Rodgers. See where you stand at halftime, and then reassess. But don't let it get too far away. Don't let the Packers take too far of a lead if this offense isn't scoring. I mean, they almost went into halftime with 0 points last week. Jimmy had to put together that 97 whatever yard drive, which was great, to get 7 points in one half. So if the offense is sputtering, if the Packers are taking a lead, you got to bring in Trey Lance. And you got to start taking shots down the field. That's what he did on his second throw of the preseason, and he hit it. It looked like John Elway. I hate to use war metaphors, but it's a war game. And to me, it's the bomb. It's the bomb that ends the battle. Why do you not want to use that? You really want to grind out these land wars? They're costly. You win them, but at what cost? You keep losing soldiers, and you need them. It's a 17-game schedule. 17 games. You got 15 left, and your starting running back this week is who? You might lose to the Packers, who you're better than. Like, you're a better team than the Packers. You know it. They know it. But you're down 5 running backs. That's a tough spot to be in. You still could win. Probably still should win. You're 3-point favorites. But it's not going to be easy because of the decisions you made, because you didn't use the bomb. You didn't drop the bomb in week 1 or week 2. When are you going to drop the bomb and make this easier? Save your own troops. Save your own players. Make it easier. No one's going to you called a play action pass for Trey Lance in the red zone. It worked. Everyone bit on the defense, wide open touchdown pass. Let him throw down the field. Isn't that why you drafted him? I know you didn't draft this guy to run the zone read a million times. You didn't draft this guy to be Lamar Jackson. You didn't draft him to come in and throw short passes like Jimmy Garoppolo. You drafted him because he expands your play action game. He's a natural play action passer. He feels comfortable turning his back to the defense, and he can throw the ball like 80 yards. You don't want that? You're cool with the offense the way it is. I know Jimmy probably doesn't like this kid coming in, but so what? At a certain point, you're going to need more points. You're going to need more than the 15-yard throw over the middle to Deebo Samuel, and Jimmy can't provide it. Trey can. That's why you drafted him. That's what I'd like to see. You haven't done it once. He's played 4 snaps, 3 runs, 1 short pass. When are you going to let him air it out? What are you afraid of? If he misses, it's incomplete. You bring Jimmy back in, no harm, no foul. I don't know. It's the most dangerous bullet in your chamber, and you won't use it. It's like Swingers in that scene where Vince Vaughn is trying to pump up his friend, and he's like, man, you're this bear with these claws. And you're like, what do I do with these claws? I don't know what to do with these claws. How do I kill the bunny with these claws? Dude, just let Trey Lance play and call a play action pass. I've seen him in practice. I've seen him in the preseason. They're in the playbook. Why are you afraid to call him, man? Instead, what you do is you run your running backs into a brick wall. It's an 8-man front. You're not going to throw over the top, and you just keep running them into the wall for 4 yards, which is the right play, but now they're hurt. Now they're hurt. So, yeah, drop that bomb. Don't lose to the Packers because your whole offense is Jaquez Patrick up the middle for 3 yards and Jimmy Garoppolo throwing screens and the occasional throw over the middle to Deebo. Because here's the thing. The Lions came out like they didn't know what the hell the Niners were going to do on offense. Like they never watched their film. 31 points in the first half. Doing what? Tosses to the outside and play action passes over the middle. That's all the Niners had to do. It was like week 1 of preseason, real vanilla. 31 points, first half. The Lions go in there like, all right, well, I guess you can't. I guess we should adjust. They adjust, give up 10 points in the second half. Eagles give up 17 points in a game. It's real clear what to do against Jimmy Garoppolo. You put someone between the hashes about 14 to 17 yards downfield. That's where he wants to throw. If you take that away, all he's left with is throws like within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage and behind it. That's it. So there's a lot of different ways you can take that away. You can play cover 2 and have the middle linebacker be there. You can play cover 1 and have the free safety be there, or a robber be. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. But any team that has done their homework is going to do it. And what are the Niners left with at that point? Against a Hall of Fame quarterback. Or is the plan just to score 18 points a game and win that way? I don't think that's a plan. Drop that bomb.